Hi guys, it's Lene with Charmed and Dangerous. Today I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow tutorial for you guys. This is the eye look that we're going to be doing today. It's a nice fall gold and bronze eye look. So if you're interested in getting this beautiful look, please keep watching. Okay, so I just zoomed you guys in so you could see a little bit better my eyes. I don't like to zoom like full on in like I'm wearing like goggles, but hopefully you guys can see everything that I'm about to do. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to prime our eyes. I don't have any face makeup on or anything like that. I always do, sorry, my hair. I like to do my eyeshadow first because I feel like if you do get any fallout or you do make any mistakes, you haven't just ruined anything that you've already put on. So I haven't done any other face makeup. All I have on is moisturizers. The first thing I'm going to use is this is from Too Faced, and this is their Shadow Insurance. This is like a little just sample size that I got in my kit from Ulta when I went to shop for the Too Faced day and I got my brow product. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place that on my eyelid, and I'm going to go up a little bit too because I just want to make sure, and then a little bit under because we're going to be putting some eyeshadow under there too. I just want to make sure everything is nice and primed and I'm not like missing any parts of my eye. So when you do it, I like to like not just do the lid. I like to kind of do everything kind of around the lid because you are going to work up into the crease and things like that. And you just want to make sure that your eyeshadow is going to hold everywhere. So once that is applied, I'm going to go right in and start on my eyeshadow. The palette I'm going to be using today is the Nudes. This is by Maybelline. I'm not going to talk too much about the palette simply because I am doing a review on the palette where I do swatches and talk in depth. But this is the palette I'm going to be using today. Just pop that open. The first color I'm going to be using for my lid shade is going to be this color right here. This is like a very like pinky tan color. So this is the color that we're just going to be placing all over our lids just to start out with. I'm going to be using my new crown brush. This is the dual-ended brush that I got, I received in an Ipsy Bag I think it was. I'm just going to be using this nice big like fat end. We're just going to pack that color on and work it just a little bit up into the crease so we have a little bit of base in the crease when we put on our other colors. So next I'm just going to take a blendy brush. I just like to make sure everything is nice and smoothed out when I do any kind of eye look. The brush I'm going to be using is actually a concealer brush. This is by e.l.f. It just has a nice big fluffy fat end. I talked about this in the Get Ready With Me video. I don't know if I've uploaded it yet though. So we're just going to use that and we're just going to like blend over it just to make sure everything is nice and even. And this brush is actually a tip I got from Loie Lane here on YouTube. I love her. She is so cute. Oh, I love her and she has some great tips. And she said she picked this up and started using this kind of to fluff everything out, and it's huge. But it's really actually amazing, and I really love it. So I just kind of went over that lightly just to kind of smooth everything out. The next color we're going to go in with, we're going to go in with a matte brown. This was also a matte color that we used. We're now going to go in with a matte brown. I don't know if my camera's picking that up or not, but it's just like a medium to dark kind of matte brown. We're going to do the same thing with that. We're just going to apply that all over our lid. It's going to give us another base for when we go in with our bronzier colors. It's just going to give us another base to really work with. You can see I just took that up into the crease as well. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that there. And you want to make sure with any eye look really that I do, I like to make sure that I'm really paying attention and doing everything really purposefully. So not just throwing things on there, but I'm really making sure that I'm working things up into the crease and being very careful. I want it to look really, really good in the end. We're just going to take that same fluffy brush and just blend everything out. Now that we have that color on, the next color that we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of the bronze color that we're going to be using from the palette. This is just a really pretty gold. I'm sorry, I said bronze. I meant gold. We are going to be using a bronze though, but this is gold color. We're going to place this on the inner part to the middle of the lid. And I'm just going to be using a flat shader brush. It's probably not clean. None of my brushes are ever clean. This is just an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush with hairs on it. Ew. And I'm just going to be using that to place this gold color from the inside of my lid just to the middle, and then we're going to use the same fluffy brush to just kind of blend that in and make everything nice and smooth. I'm going to be taking that same crown brush. I'm using the same brush for all of my steps. I do have other brushes, but I've really been obsessed with this one. I really like the way this applies color and it gets into my crease. It's super soft. I love it. So next we are going to be taking our bronzy brown color. We're going to be using this color right here in the palette. It's kind of like a deep bronze. It's not a super bright bronze, but it's a kind of like a deep bronze. And this we're going to be placing on the outer corner, into the middle, and up into our crease. And then we're just going to take that fluffy brush and blend everything out. And if it looks like I'm doing a lot of blending, I am. I really like to make sure everything's nice and blended, and I've put everything exactly where I want. I like to take my time, especially in the blending process, just to make sure everything's nice and smooth. So if you can see, we have a nice bronze look kind of going on here. I want a little definition in my outer corner, so I'm going to take that same brush and I'm just going to use the pencil side end. This is the first time I'm using this brush, so it's going pretty well. This side, I've used this side. This is the first time I'm using this pencil brush, and I usually use a different one, but I'm going to go in with this, and we're just going to go in with this matte black color here. We're not going to do a whole lot because we really want to keep that bronzy look, but just a little definition in the outer V. Same blending brush and just blend that out. And if you can see, it just adds a little bit of definition there on the sides. The next thing that I'm going to do, got a little bit of fallout there, and the next thing I'm going to do is go back in with that gold color that we used, and I'm just going to place a little bit more in those spots and just blend slightly, just because I do want to brighten up the look a little bit, and this is a goldy bronze kind of look, so I want to make sure that that color is really popping. So I'm going to go back in with that same flat shader brush and just apply a little bit more in that area and then blend just a little. Alright, and that's the eyeshadow that's going on our lids and into our crease. The next thing I'm going to do is play with my hair. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take just a makeup brush. I'm just going to grab one from my collection, and this is just a big fat concealer brush. It's the same brush that I was using to blend out. It's just different. And I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to knock any fallout out that I may have gotten underneath my eyes. Because when I do apply my base foundation and my concealer, I'm not going to want any of that fallout there. Alright, so that's that. The next thing that we are going to do is we're going to do a little bit of liner. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay 24/7 Black Velvet Liner, and what I'm going to do, hair on me, and what I'm going to do basically is I'm just going to put that right here to make my lash line look a little bit bigger, and then a little bit on my lash line waterline. I find it a little bit hard to tight line. I can literally touch my eyeball, but for some reason when I try to tight line, I like start spastically like freaking out, so it's going to be probably really funny to watch. But I'll show you guys where I'm going to place that, and actually I need to sharpen, so pause. Okay, so I gave my eyeliner a little bit of sharpen, and I'm going to show you guys exactly where I'm going to place that. I'm basically placing it right there, just on the inside where your waterline is. You don't want to go onto the lid because you want to keep this nice and bright. This is a nice, bright, goldy kind of eye, so you don't want to put a lot of black liner over it because it's going to take away from the colors that you really want to show up. And then you're just going to attempt to tightline. I'm going to attempt to do this, but if you can't, you just want to make sure you get super, super close to the lash line. You don't want a thick liner here. You really want your eye look to really stand out. We're not going for a thick liner, so if you can't tightline, just get as close to your lashes as you can. That went much better than I thought it was going to go. So I'm just going to do the other eye. Ooh, that watery. The thing that I love about tightlining is it gives you that little bit of that liner look without being really dramatic and without having a lot of liner on. But we're just going to do a little bit of eyeliner on the bottom, and then we're going to add in some smudgy eyeshadow. Very thin line, and I did not go all the way in. I stopped at my tear duct because I want to keep that area nice and bright. I am going to highlight that area. I want that area to be nice and bright. Okay, there's the other eye done. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go back to our nudes palette, and we're going to highlight first. The color I'm going to be using is this color right here. It's a nice, pretty, kind of like off-toned, off-white, and has some shimmer in it. You are going to use this underneath your brows. I'm not at this point because I have not done any of my foundation and I have not done my eyebrows yet, but you are going to place it just under your brow bone. And then you're going to also take it just on the inner corners. I'm just using an eyeshadow brush. This is like a fluffy dome brush from e.l.f. We're just going to dab that in. So you're going to highlight under your brow, and then you're also just going to take it and you're just going to place it just on the inside of your eye like that. And then a little bit on your tear duct. You're just going to rub it down. You're going to come down a little bit on your tear duct. And it's just going to help to brighten things up a little bit. Next, we're going to take a little pencil brush. This is like a little dome brush. This is an eye crease brush. I don't use it for that. I use it for smudging. We're going to take this and we're just going to take that gold color that we used from the palette, this color right here. You're just going to get a little bit on that brush and you're just going to run that over the lash line down. Just like that. I don't know if you guys can see that there. And I will do close-ups of my look as well at the end, pictures for you guys so you guys can see everything. Next, we're going to take that bronzy color that we used on the outside in the crease, and we're going to take that and we're just going to place it on the outside here. Just to darken it up a little bit and add another dimension of color. Alright, there's that. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add some mascara, make our lashes look nice and long. The first one I'm going to be using is my Perversion mascara. This is a sample I got in my Ipsy Bag. This is from Urban Decay. I always use 2 mascaras. I just like using 2 formulas. I need a lot of help with my eyelashes because they're really thin and sad. So I like using 2 mascaras. So we're just going to apply this just normally, just a normal coat of it. Going with the second mascara. This is by Maybelline. This is the Falsies. And you can apply falsies if you want to. It would really be great for the look. I, however, have not perfected the whole falsie applying situation. So, still working on that one for you guys. So I'm just going to apply a coat of this. We're done. Basically, that is the look. I don't know if you guys can see what I have going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my makeup. I do have to film a video on my face, makeup, and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that, get all of my makeup on, everything all together, concealer, blush, all of that. And then I'm going to come back to you and show you guys the finished product. Alright, so we're back. My face is all done, and I put on a little bit of lip color. So here's the final look. I don't know if you guys can see that. I will try and take some pictures and place them in at the end for you, but I just really love this look. I feel like it's really, really great for fall. It's just a great bronzy kind of gold eye. I just really love it. And I paired it with a very fall lip color as well. You could go nude with this. You could go like super like crazy lip with this if you wanted to, but I really just kind of wanted my eye look to stand out. I don't know if it's showing up as well on camera as it is in real life, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And the lip color I decided to use, I actually just got in my Ipsy Bag. If you have not seen my Ipsy Bag video yet, it probably will be up before this video. I usually try to get those up pretty quick because it's kind of like an unbagging monthly kind of thing. I got this in my Ipsy Bag. This is by Kaylin, and this is in the color, what color is this? Love Affair. And it's just like this really pretty like tinted gloss. And it's just enough of like a, you know, red, pink. It's like a pinky red, I would say. It's just enough of like a red fall color to really pull the look together without overpowering the eyes. So I hope you guys like this look. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions about anything that I did in this video, any questions at all for me, please let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up because I'm awesome and you're awesome. If you are already subbed, rock on because you are the shit and you know what you're doing. If you're not subbed, get with all those other people and hit that sub button. You're taking too long. Do it now. Have you done it yet? I didn't see you do it. And I will see you guys soon in another video. Bye.